kid had. But in what way, you say, does this solve the problem? Well, first of all, your stress is gone. You're not desperately concerned. This clears your mind so that you can see if God is presenting the solution. Because God, you're not going to have God presenting the solution typically if you don't know God already. And in a sense, she does and she doesn't. If you like, her faith and trust would be extremely weak. Hence, fear is there. She's a slave to fear, you see. But the trust in God that comes of following the Jesus story removes that fear, gives you that. You know, the trust comes. Okay then, so if the trust did come, what is the solution anyway? Well, the solution is she's a child of God, not God. She's not here to put everyone else right. She's only here to tell them about God. And if they won't hear, well, they won't hear. Now, you could say, this one's mentally ill. Of course he can't hear. Even if you were, a person of great, strong faith. Well, that's true, in which case, if you are a person of great, strong faith, then you have the answer. It's God that's looking after him, not you, this chap that you're concerned about. After all, you'd be concerned about 1 trillion people if you knew their plight. He doesn't put that on you. It's not on you. It's on him. He is Father of all, not you and me. Well, it's a simple solution, isn't it? You go with the chap to the benefit office and you say, well, obviously I don't have the resources to look after this chap. What's happening with your care of him? It's their problem. If you're in a welfare state, which she is. I say welfare state, I mean a state that does have some provision for the desperately poor. It gives them an income. Why are they not giving him an income at the minute? Because he failed to fill in a form. Okay. Well, we're here now. Can we fill in a form? He's not up to doing it on his own. Can you fill in a form with him? I'll leave him with you. If you don't get anywhere there, well, you can probably go to the police and say, look, I've got this chap living in my house. He can't pay rent because he's not got an income. I need him to be thrown out. If he's thrown out, will the state come to his rescue? Now, perhaps they say, no, they won't. You've got the burden, or we throw him out for you. We can throw him out for you. He's not allowed to be there if you basically exercise a trespass order against him. But do you see, there's an avenue. I don't mean that there's a solution. But then there isn't a solution for you. The solution is always with God. This is not your desire, of course, is it? Your desire is that God comes to his rescue. Fine, you're allowed to have that desire. But do you want that with God's will or against it? Obviously with it. I want God to will it. You can put that on God if you wish, by prayer. Not certain whether he'll respond or not. He may do. And you may then be desperately happy that he's come to your rescue, and this is part of your development. Or he may not, because suffering in this world is part of his development. But you say that's not right if he's not well, if he's mentally ill. But that's what is. That's how God has it. Ultimately, you see, you have to come down to faith. You don't have the answers to how to save and rescue physically, materially, everyone in the world. Why is that? Because God's teaching them accordingly. Or because you don't know, but you trust God for it. Oh, well, that sounds a disaster. I'm concerned for him. You are carrying the concern because you do not have God yet. Your problem is not that you are concerned for him without an answer. Your problem is that you haven't found God yet. To which she would reply to me, I think, being secular, well, that's not the God I'm looking for. I'm looking for a God that puts everything right here and now. Okay, love. I don't think that's available, but by all means, if that's what you're worshipping, you carry on with the situation you have now. But it seems to be generating disastrous fear in you, which would not be there if you were following God. Okay, she's alienated then from your God, and she's left with the fear and the problem, and she's not terribly keen on you either. That would be the outcome, I suspect. Well, that's the way it is. I trust God for it. What's your solution then, dear one? Where are you on this spectrum? Bless you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Dear one, Jesus was not come to bring, to put everything right as you see it. You need the next recording. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.